And my poem is entitled Homes to Purchase on Earth. Al. It's Al Purdy. Al. She was this close, in a smoky kitchen with hanging pots. Everyone was singing terribly and getting the words wrong. And I couldn't hear exactly what she was saying, though I could feel the warmth of her cheek like a candle as she spoke. I think about my poetry. She was a brunette, brown-eyed, in my wine-enriched peripheries. And to be honest, it had been a while since anyone had spoken to me about my poetry. To be frank, I was drunk. Al, I still have my hair going for me, but I've gotten the sense that my reflections these days are finding it difficult to keep their stories straight. And recent photographs of me, well, they have completely given up trying to hide the truth. I am not the man I thought I would become. So it was inevitable, maybe, that a wedded man find himself on the edge of the prairies with a young woman pressed close. This was a room in your outer planets, I'm pretty sure, an instant to outweigh my little married life. I don't remember the details in their totality, but I have to confess, Al, I find myself alone later on the streets of Brandon with my shoes untied, far from that warmth. I took the desk clerk's way out, Al. I fled through a hole in so much uncomfortable talk about my poetry. I'll perish for my cowardice, as you say. I have never shaken hands with a not quite stranger, nor ever exchanged a secret glance. But I have to ask, who's to say whether such a particular trespass equates to living an enchanted life? It's sad that love motels are going to condos. But we have to accept that this is something inevitable, Al, because the bed bugs are no longer worth the magic. As well, it has been decades since you wrote that song, and just as long since neon and shadow through illicit motel windows inspired any decent poetry.